Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform called Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. I want to appreciate you too for creating this wonderful platform we are using to pass information across to the members of the public. I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we react to all forms of videos. We do not and will not promote anything misleading information, hate speech, violent, or trying to instigate war. We are only here to inform, educate the members of the public because information they say.
But indirectly, the Nigerian government is all complicit in this thing. And what Nigerian government have signed, the things they have signed with the US, it is something that they cannot come out to say in public. So we are going to discuss what is ahead, as I said, not just what is going on right now. So as usual, this is a public opinion platform. We welcome people's opinion and reaction to what is going on. So you can also join us through the StreamYard link as time goes on, so that you share with us what you think about this. But the message is simple. Nigeria cannot become a terrorist state anymore. This is just, a message. If you understand like international politics, you will know that this right is following this statement. Take a listen.
And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end, and it must end now.
This is it's less than 24 hours. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, made his speech, and boom, United States is striking today. So if you think that this is all about only Nigeria collaborating with US as they claim, they claim that they are collaborating with the US. In fact, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, they have to send out a memo. This is the memo that they are collaborating with the US to do all those things they did. Honest with you, it is not a collaboration, but US have been able to subdue Nigeria, that we are going to strike terrorists, targets in Nigeria, and Nigeria succumbed because this administration are desperate to return for second term. They did not say no. They have succumbed, like they are under the pressure of the America. Come and do. As far as you did not touch me, as far as you did not push for regime change, as far as you did not push for the disintegration of Nigeria, if it is terrorists who are going to come and strike, please come and strike them and leave our integrity and leave this and leave that and this thing is going to be like too long, okay, to deal with, because as I speak to you now, this terrorism in Nigeria is an ideology. Have you asked yourself, what do they want? This is an ideology of, we want to make Nigeria a Sharia state. So, United States, in their first movement is, you can't do this. You can't turn Nigeria into a terrorist state that maybe a terror stronghold that you can even launch attacks all over the world. You can't do this. So that is the first message. But there are so many things that are about to come in the future. A lot of people doubted that US is just doing business, they are doing politics. No, this is beyond politics, okay? This is beyond politics. Now, let us listen to that video of Benjamin Netanyahu. We are driving to somewhere, stay with me.
And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end, and it must end now. From Jerusalem, I send warm greetings to our Christian friends around the world. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From here, the Holy Land, Israel, the only country in the Middle East where the Christian community is thriving. Israel is the only country in the Middle East where Christians can practice their faith with full rights and in total freedom, where Christian pilgrims are embraced with open arms and are so deeply appreciated, where Christians can celebrate proudly their traditions and openly do so without any fear. In Jerusalem, the city municipality every year officially distributes Christmas trees. It's been doing so for 2 decades. By contrast, a few days ago, In the Palestinian town of Jenin, Palestinians burnt a Christmas tree in the Holy Redeemer Church. That's the difference. Israel stands up for Christians across the region, wherever they face widespread intimidation and persecution. While Israel's Christian population is growing, the Christian population in countless areas across the region has been dwindling due to systematic discrimination and oppression. This has happened in Iraq, it's happened in Syria, it's happened in Lebanon, it's happened in Turkey, and it's happening in the Palestinian Authority. The birthplace of Jesus, Bethlehem, used to have 80% Christian population. That's when we were there. When we left and gave it to the Palestinian Authority, it has since dwindled from 80% to 20%. The persecution of Christians or members of any religion cannot and must not be tolerated. And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end, and it must end now. I'm sending Israel's Christmas blessings to our Christian friends around the world, and I ask you, know that Israel will always stand with you. And Muslim militant displacement.
All right. That was the statement from Benjamin Netanyahu. So when you understand what this man said, you will know that he already had meeting with Trump. And not only Benjamin Netanyahu, with the Prime Minister of Italy, with some leaders, European Union leaders, especially those who really understand what is going on. So this is all about international politics. So the interest of Trump in Nigeria is even far beyond what ordinary Nigerians may see. What you are seeing is just Boko Haram, ISIS, Nakurawa, and I bet you 99% of Nigerians have not asked this question. What do they want? These terrorist people, what do they want? You know, every terrorist organization have what they want. What is making them to bomb, to agitate, to kill, to do all those things. So what do they actually want? Which is Islamic State. Turning Nigeria into an Islamic state, not even a Muslim state like Dubai, United Arab Emirates. We are talking about, you know, like Taliban kind of state. So the world cannot tolerate this. So let's start bringing people in so that you can share your opinion with us about what is going on. Stay with me.
Let's go to our top stories today. The US has launched an attack on Nigeria. Its president has announced. Donald Trump made the announcement on his Truth Social account, declaring tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay. And tonight, there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing. Under my leadership, our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military, and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if they slaughter of Christians continues.
All right. Before I go forward in bringing in people, now, there is a lie I want to debunk. I understand the position of the Nigerian government, the Nigerian authority, why they said they collaborated with Trump and all those things. Now, there is a statement Donald Trump made. Look at it, just in that first line. Tonight, at my direction as Commander-in-Chief. I want you to read that again. At my direction as the Commander-in-Chief. You know what that means? He did not take permission from anybody. He did not say, in collaboration with the Nigerian government, I do this. He said, at my direction. I want people to understand this statement because, you know, Nigerians are easily to be deceived. The government can just come out and tell you what they are telling you. What the government is supposed to say is that they have succumbed to the U.S., giving U.S. that a free way that if you can come into our country to kill the terrorists, as far as you did not touch, you know, our administration, you did not push for regime change and so on and so forth, you know. This is what Donald J. Trump just put out there. At my direction as the commander-in-chief. And someone out there is saying that they collaborated. They collaborated. Anyway, it doesn't make sense, and we understand the truth. You know, Nigeria government right from time have been complicit in the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. I've been warning Nigerians about this. I even tell them what transpired during Buhari regime when Femi Adesina came to Chinese television to say that the Nigeria government will not expose sponsors of terrorism. So that was the time I was even telling them, look, listen, these people are the ones sponsoring these terrorists, okay? And as I speak to you now, somebody like the controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Gumi have come out to condemn this. They are warning Tinubu now. He said Tinubu should stop collaborating with the US. So that is why I am trying to let people know that this has nothing to do with only collaborating with Nigeria. If Nigerian like, let them come out to tell US, please, we don't want you people in our country. The following day, they will do what they want to do. Why? Because we have degraded ourselves. We have degraded our country. We have degraded the status. How can a sovereign nation, you said you are a sovereign nation, you imported terrorists to come into Nigeria to start killing your people? How can it be that you said you are a government and you imported terrorists into the country and the terrorists are killing your people? Nigerians have degraded themselves like this is not a sovereign state anymore. This is not a sovereign state. By the virtue of importing terrorists into the country. See, what pains me most is that these people have the guts, like the authority to come out to say that, yes, we imported it to remove Jonathan. It is only Jonathan we imported it to do. Like, what the hell is all this? And what pains me most is that Nigerians will not react. As usual, they will keep quiet upon the whole confessions like this one.
Let me first of all say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize was, I mean, I didn't say they brought people to destabilize. What I said was that the idea, they actually brought people into the country with the intention that those people will come and vote for them. I think you understand? And they never realized, they never knew, they were never convinced that they were going to win that election, because PDP was very, very strong on ground. So the fear was that they were going to lose the election. So the only thing they could do was to bring in people who could serve as mercenaries to come and win elections for them through the back door. But when the new PDP came on board and joined them and to form the APC and won the election, they didn't know what to do with those people. And in the process, those people became uncontrollable. I mean,
I hope you understand. You know, I am doing this for so many people who started following me newly. I'm trying to give you a background that Nigerian government are the sole sponsors of all these terrorists you are seeing. They call bandits and so on and so forth. They single-handedly imported it into Nigeria. The APC government did. So just stay with me. I'm trying to give you a background to understand that Nigeria don't have what it takes to fight any terrorism, because the government are terrorist personified. You can say that Nigerian government is a terrorist government by the virtue of importing terrorists into the country to kill our own people. And this is the reason why I made the video I made yesterday. People did not understand. When I said that, oh, Christopher Musa is a good man, he can do what he likes to do, but people won't allow him to do it. Why? Because he is not fighting the terrorists. People said, no, how would you say Christopher Musa is not fighting the terrorists? I say Christopher Musa is fighting the terrorists. The first thing he will do, like what he promised in the Senate floor when they were questioning him, he promised that he's going to probe so many things, okay? Now, the first thing he should do is to probe the importation of these people. Who imported them? So if he can't probe them, so there is no need to talk about fighting insecurity. If he can't stop the people who are financing these terrorists, you can't do anything. You can't stop it. So these are the situations. I'm trying to give you background. Stay with me.
In trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. What has happened in Nigeria is that most of the time when something comes up today, we never sit back and say, how did we get to this point? We got to this point by virtue of the fact of the effort to remove President Jonathan. There had always been.
Do you want to hear more about this? This is the situation. We got to this point because of the effort to remove Goodluck Jonathan. We were having Boko Haram in the northeastern part of the country before, okay? And the Boko Haram, they were disturbing, but it was solvable because they were just in a particular place until the coalition of Tinubu and Buhari, AC and CPC, imported these terrorists to remove Jonathan. Until these people will be brought to book, Nigeria will not know peace, because people who are sponsoring the terrorists cannot be leading you. Terrorists are leading you literally. Now, I'm just trying to show you some facts, some proof for you to understand that yes, these people really do that. This was probably
that the media has not given appropriate attention. Kaubara.
Now, you see, that article you saw, you can go and Google it, is on Business Daily. Kawu Baraji, when he was doing his 70th birthday, he made a statement. He boasted that they imported these terrorists to remove Jonathan. DSS did not arrest him. Nobody arrested him. So the reason why I'm putting down all this background is because I'm going to let you know why the only option is international intervention. Forget about everybody you are seeing here. They are telling you this one can solve this. Nobody can solve this insecurity situation. No. Nobody, because they knows what is going on. It is just among them. This is like a secret court. It is like a secret court. So everybody is just, imagine they are warning President Tinubu to make sure that US stop, that US did not go ahead with this. Why are they warning him? Why? Because they know themselves. They actually know themselves. So there is nothing people will tell you about this US strike. It violates our integrity. It does this, it does that. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. In the voice of Zamfara Governor Dauda Nawa, he says, we know these people. We know their parents. We know where they live. We know whom they are. So what is stopping them from doing this? I'm trying to lay all this thing down for you, because tomorrow people will start telling you rubbish. Your celebrities will start telling you rubbish. Nigeria is a sovereignty. Where is the sovereignty?
Like I said, we know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government?
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher.
It is something that we are trying to all put our heads together. And that is why, from what I can do as a governor, to have this CPG as a first line of defense. Of course, military are there, police are there, as well as civil defense, but they are not under my control. They are under the control of federal government. And they're, like I said.
So, I don't think there is any other thing you need to understand about this. There is nothing you will understand about this any longer, because I have shown you proofs. These people knows these terrorists. They are funding them. These people understand every attack that is happening in Nigeria. they have the intel. They won't stop it. In fact, if they see something that will stop it, they will even make it to happen, like what happened in Niger State Catholic School. How they made the call. They withdrew the military men who were guiding the school after the intelligence, and the terrorists came. They used trucks upon trucks to carry students. Helicopter was up, and the people said the helicopter was painted green, white, and green. Who is deceiving who in this country? Like, you can't fool everybody. You know, you can't fool everybody now. You can't fool them. You can't fool everybody. So this is actually the situation here. So I want people to join me in live so that with this United States government have ordered the strikes of terror targets in Nigeria. How do you feel like? What was your feeling?
My friend, Mr. Marcel, you know where I stand with all these things. You see, because for me, I am more interested in the root cause of what's going on today in the world. Meaning that we could even start from you talking about, you made a comment as to how the Nigerian situation annoyed you and how they imported bandits. But you were talking about the. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, my StreamYard is kind of lagging, but I'll go ahead. So what I'm saying is that for you, I don't really understand, because for me, I maintain that Nigeria is a fiat state. Nigeria as a country is not a real country. Nigeria as a state is not a real state. And even the United States, where Donald Trump is sitting on a stolen land, meaning that the United States government stole the land that they are in today. So for me, what we need to discuss is political invasion. Donald Trump doesn't have any business coming to Nigeria, because the country on its own named Nigeria is a fake situation. All of us are here under duress. So is he trying to...
So you mean you are in Nigeria under duress?
Who, me?
Yes.
Everybody in Nigeria is under duress, whether you agree it or not. You in the north, you in the south, all of us are here under duress.
The statement you made, the statement you use, like the way you use duress, I really want you to expatiate it. I may understand what you are saying, but you are not talking to me alone. You are talking to many people.
Duress means that we are here based on we don't have a choice. Just like when a thief comes into your house and tells you, hand over your house to me, and if you hand over your house to me, I will not kill you. They say your money or your life. So we are in Nigeria based on such a situation, meaning that we don't love the Nigerian military. We don't want to be a part. Call the office of the president, the officer commanding the armed forces, meaning that we are not a part of these armed forces because we love them. We don't love the Nigerian army. We are here because of, if you don't agree, we'll shoot you.
All right.
So the original bandit here is the Nigerian army. So when you are talking about all these things happening is as a result of things that are more ancient than banditry. If you want to point finger at the main person, is the Nigerian army needs to withdraw from the army.
All right.
All of us need to so all these things are where me I stand. Thank you.
All right, my brother. All right, my brother. Mr. Bondo, you said that we all are under duress. This is a word that I'm going to go and study, because it sounds so good to me to hear that another person understood that we are under duress. But people may not understand the word. It just is voluminous, so it's not what we can just explain here. So I've got to do a video on just this simple word or statement that Nigerians are under duress in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Bondo. All right, Mr. Innocent, you can unmute yourself. Let's try to make it as quickly as possible because we have a lot of participants. this morning. Mr. Innocent, good morning.
Okay, good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, it's nice to be live with you.
Thank you for
I've been
joining
following
us.
your updates
All
and
right.
everything.
All right. Where are you joining
You're
us
doing a
from?
great job. Okay, I'm currently in Akwa Ibom State.
All right. That is a peaceful state. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Akwa Ibom is peaceful.
How do you feel? Do you have mixed reactions, or you have positive reactions or negative reaction following the United States strikes in Kwara State and in Sokoto State yesterday?
Yeah, to me, it's a very good move because I believe they never saw that coming. And issues like this is something that has been long overdue, right? So the moment I saw that event took place, the question that came to my mind was that, does it mean that Nigeria doesn't have this capability to have done what the US has done? Okay, why do they have to wait for external forces to come and do what they are capable of? Just look at what happened at Benin Republic or so. They went there, they deployed troops there, they released, they went there with full force to assist the neighboring country. So what happened to your own country? They have what it takes to have done what the US came to do. So what stopped them? That gives a very big question as to who is really controlling the Nigerian military, just like the last speaker said. So to me, it's a joyful thing to me that the US has been able to take this decisive action to come and help Nigerians, and I believe going forward, we will have peace. We will have peace. So that is just my take on it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
All right. You said that, let me say it is a question. Nigeria that have what it takes to enter Benin Republic and conducted a neutralization strike, if I may say so, to neutralize the coup plotters. And now they have the jets, the military fighter jets, they have the human resources in the military. But why is it that they did not strike these targets? Why do they not do it now? The US is doing it. And look at the lies here. I tried to expose one lie, but people hate me for all these things. Look at the memo that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, he just posted that they collaborated with the US. But I used to pay attention to details, okay? Read the first statement there you are seeing on the screen that Donald Trump posted. He said, tonight, at my direction. Mark that statement. At my direction. As Commander-in-Chief. In other words, this man did not collaborate with anybody. This man did not take excuse from anybody. At his direction, he directed them to do it, and they did it. So the question you are asking is the reason why someone like T.Y. Danjuma made that statement he made, that these people are colluding. That is the right word to use. These people are colluding. They collude with the terrorists. Okay?
Exactly.
No, don't forget this statement. Okay? Listen to this.
Let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted.
I cut it off there. This is an incumbent governor of Zamfara State, Dautan Lawal, that you all know. He is saying that the Minister of Defense is part of bandits, is part of the terrorists. He's saying that the current Minister of Defense is part of the terrorists, and he's saying it on the national television. So you now know the reason why these people, Nigeria, have aeroplane, they have military fighter jet, they have the human resources to do all these things, but they did not do it. So that answers your question, right?
It does, but it's in such a situation like that, it shows the state at which Nigeria is. That means we don't have trusted military.
It's not a matter of trusted military. We have the government that is colluding with the terrorists. El-Rufai made a statement 1 month ago that Tinubu is paying the bandits through the NSA. You can go to Channel Television to confirm it.
People don't understand. And the people who are coming to help us also don't even understand the extent of the damage in that evil contraction. As we are talking about the help that America is coming to give to us, but my problem is the people who are coming, yes, we love them to come, but I want them to understand the full damage, the kind of evil that is in that country. Because look at, under this 1 month, they appointed Mr. Musa as a defense minister, who has been the command, what do you call him, this CDF, or the defense this thing, before he retired, and they give him this position. So when he was there, he was only after the people who are looking for freedom. And he got according to the direction of what the Fulanis asked him to do, the so-called Musa. So he was brought only killings in the east, the Mr. Musa. So the point there is America that is coming to help us have not understand the damage the Fulanis have done in that country. The Fulanis kidnap every Nigerian. They hold Nigerians hostage. They hold the politicians, both east, west, north, and south, hostage. And all these politicians do according to the command of the Fulanis. So, I don't know. So when the Americans are coming, they don't understand the damage, because the bomb coming there will not get the retarget what America want to achieve. Because these people who ask them to sit at home, they will go home and relax. And when you bring those bombs, it will not bring any effect. To my own understanding and what I'm thinking. So, what I think they should do, if they really want to help the people who are suffering, the Christians who are suffering in Nigeria, is to divide Nigeria. Let America and the West to come clear and ask the Fulanis to be on their country. Because no matter what you do, these people have their agenda and nothing will stop it. So if you ask them now to go and relax, when America finish with their bomb, they will come out and hash a vote against Nigerians. That is the fact. So, yeah. And the Gumi know what he's doing. So, and the military, when you have come in the military, the 70 to 80% of them now in the military, people who accept to recruit to join Nigerian military are Boko Haram. People who have been extremists against the Nigerian government and against the people of Nigeria are the people who accepted Nigerian uniform. So all these things that America is coming to do is fine. I love them to come. But wasting the resources and the energy will not bring anything to Nigeria. Because Tinubu, who is in the press as the president, knows the problem, and he is among them. He is 100% among them. He signed for them to go and bring on this family to remove Jonathan. So what the elite in Nigeria cares is their money, their position, their power. And the Fulanis know that that is what they're after. And they gave it to them, and they want to use them to conquer Nigeria and achieve their aim. So any person who is thinking that this airstrike will yield much, for me as a person, I don't believe that. What the only solution that America will be working towards is to dissolve Nigeria. Apart from that, in the next 20 years after, in the next 10 years after Trump has gone, if someone like Obama come in, or what do you call him, Democrat, who came to visit Tinubu the other day, try to counter what Republican and Trump is doing. When they get to power, they only after what they want to achieve to get the resources in Africa. That is the aim with the Europeans. So any other thing, it will not yield much. That is what I think on my own. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Greg. I really appreciate your opinion. Like, the only solution to stopping this forever, not just a temporary solution, is to make sure that people will be confined to their different origins, so that they can have their own military and what it takes to protect themselves without any infiltration. Thank you so much, Mr. Greg. All right, we are doing it stage by stage. We are now on to Kemado. Thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi Okocha. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to all you good people across the globe. Yes, actually, I will also make it brief. I agree totally with the last speaker in view of the fact that what is actually needed there is a total disintegration. Why holding back what doesn't work? Does it make us human and sensible? No. The absolute answer is no. At least we all as individuals, we understand that when you approach a certain rigorous work and it doesn't work, or you seem not to be succeeding, what do? You divert, you change.
Yeah.
You change or you leave entirely your approach. That is what guarantees you success. Now, for a period of years, time, everybody there have been crying of this same insecurity without a sight for an end. Now, let's actually ask ourselves, what is causing all this problem? And how do we think or believe that it's going to end? The answer is not foreseeable. Or the proponent is not foreseeable. Why? Because, like the last speaker hinted, Trump is there today. He has mapped out this approach. But what happens next year when somebody else entered? And what happens when the present regime also there, Tinubu, of course, somebody else in his like manner is going to mount that office and continue from where their agenda stops. The hidden fact there, let us, whether we like to believe it or not, is whoever gets in there as a president is not actually the one controlling the power as it's supposed to be. Nigeria is being run in the like manner of a British monarchical parliamentary with parliamentary undertone. The actual person heading that place is the Sultan of Sokoto. Let us not doubt it. The Sultan of Sokoto with his council of chiefs and emirs, and everybody, every appointee that gets in there takes order from this clan, or they are always afraid of what comes from that place. Nobody wants to offend them because they are the actual people that controls their power, not even their president or presidency. That is a fact. And this is never going to end. Another fact is Fulanis, they have their template. They have their template, and they are and they know that the people are not so resilient or cannot continue to be resilient forever. They are more resilient than every other sect of that country. And they know that it takes time to win out the feeble ones while their agenda continues. Because what is happening today is not a roadmap of today. It has been an agreement, a template, or what is handed over to them decades, centuries of years past. That is what they are still carrying out today. And we keep on believing, or many of us keep on believing, that it is invariably sometime going to overturn, going to change. How? Because now every politician that goes in there, one, takes their allegiance from the Sultan of Sokoto. Whoever wants to get in there, whether the army chief, whether the politician, they first of all make sure that they go to Sokoto and swear an oath. Made them see him as a good Nigerian, as a one Nigerianist, and so on and so forth. That is exactly what plays out on daily basis, year after year.
Okay.
So what we should know is that, yeah, Trump had hit some targets, but he has not ended the militants. The other day, I saw them disarming one of their infiltrator, one repentant Boko Haram. The military, the soldiers, they caught him. He had a pile up of bullets around him from a military.
You just have 1 minute left.
Okay, thank you. So the other time, yes, I saw the military disarming one of them with a pile of bullets, thousands of bullets around his waist, stole him from the military barracks. And he was supposed to be a repentant Boko Haram. And in their midst, they were all crying, look at this guy, look at this guy. Already, they are there. They have already infiltrated them. And how do you win out this clan, these people from the military today? It's not possible. They are there as spies to continue. And let's not forget, where did this thing start? When Buhari entered, we all saw how he opened borders for the infiltrator or the Boko Haram from across Europe. He closed all the borders in all ECOWAS states. And
It did not even start through the border. This issue of bandits started from importation. They imported them into this country.
Yeah,
so
no,
that was where it started.
I'm just giving an insight. I'm just giving a little idea for people to understand, because the politicians, the Senate, the House, failed to even challenge that Buhari's rascality in doing that, because it was unconstitutional. And none of them was bold to challenge him, to call him to order. You dare not do that. And we saw them infiltrate, we saw them troop in.
It's all right.
So the head of the whole party.
We have exhausted your time.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So just not it. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop what they are doing or what they have mapped out to do. That is just a basic fact. Thank you, my brother.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. The last, speaker was saying that America's intervention will not stop these terrorists if the right thing is not done. Okay. We have Uchenna in the house. Uchenna, you can unmute yourself and... Are you there?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Abia State.
From Abia State. How is Abia State?
Abia State is good this morning. Our governor is working hard, and we love that.
All right. Good to hear that. Without wasting time, how do you feel when you hear about this U.S. military intervention?
Yeah, that news was one of the best news I've heard for recent months. I've not been listening to Nigerian news, mainstream news again, because they don't present the facts. They don't bring the fact to the table. They don't. They present what their paid masters wants them to present, and you see, they somehow become complicit in promoting what is happening in Nigeria, because when evil are exposed, people are deterred to continue practicing it. But when it is covered, that creates more room for that to keep going on. And because the news mainstream in Nigeria are not exposing the evils of these politicians, this serves as a shade cover for them. And what I want to say is, of course, we appreciate the fact that US and other countries who are worried about the spread of terrorism all over the world, their efforts to curb this systematic killing in Nigeria, we appreciate that. But then, you see, it's not going to stop. That's just the fact. It's not just going to stop, because when you monitor the security system, the political system in Nigeria, you notice that even when terrorists kidnap people in northern Nigeria, anywhere in Nigeria, those people are released without having those terrorists arrested. That cannot happen in any other place in this country. No, not any other tribe. It cannot happen. What happened in Kwara when they released, because of US pressure, when they released those church kidnapped victims? You see, no terrorist was arrested. They were not exposed. No one was shown that they were arrested. But they put up a stage where it appeared that everything is going all right. The victims have been released, and these victims are released, and maybe subsequently will be kidnapped again. And this is the fate of Nigerians. So, in my own opinion, in my own idea, there is nothing you can do than to go separate ways. Let's go separate. This thing we are doing in Nigeria is nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. It's not going to help us. America is going to try their best. They are not going to kill all the terrorists. That's just the fact. Unless they kill all the terrorists, that will end it. But for the fact that they are not going to kill all the terrorists, let's go our separate ways. What is holding us? What is this happy thing about one Nigeria? What is this? We are not moving forward in Africa. We are not the best in Africa. We are not making advancement in technology. Yet every day you turn to Nigerian news, you hear about killing, kidnapping. Every blessed day. Where are we making headway? And this set of people are still shouting, coming back 2027 to continue the atrocities, to continue what they are doing. This is unfair to humanity. They should stop this. Let's go our separate ways. We can be good friends, neighboring countries, but let's every zone protect their own territory. Then we are good to go. But saying that we are one Nigeria and every day you wake up with the fear that you don't know what will happen to you next, this doesn't make sense, my brother. Doesn't make sense. I'm of that opinion that we go our separate ways. Strongly believe that. Thank you so much, Happy Master.
Thank you so much. You see, what you just said is just like my first speaker here. He said that Nigerians are under duress to stay in Nigeria. Yeah. So that got me thinking, and I think I should go and study his statement and, go further with it. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Uchenna. I really appreciate your insight. All right. Okay. We are with Biafra TV. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell us your name.
Yeah, my name remains Chinonso. I am reaching you out from Asia, where I reside. I always admire your platform and always listen in my own time, whether live or you are not live. After whenever I meet this program, I will listen in my own time. So I want to thank you, appreciate for all you are doing. Thank you so much. Sir. Yeah. I want to start by letting us to know this thing that the first speaker said, which is Oga Greg, which I know him very well. When Donald Trump was that first president of America, when Nigeria applied to Kano Airport that to put Lehi agreement, that this flight, this particular one, should not fly in Eastern region.
Yeah.
When they removed Donald Trump, did this particular something I mentioned now, does it fly for Eastern region to bomb ESN?
It was bombing even innocent people in the southeast.
Yes. So why I bring this thing out is for you to know. Yes, I am happy Donald Trump starts something, but I am the happiest 50%. As of today, I have informed my people in the north, be careful and be watchful, because the revenge will come of what happens or what we are thinking or what we are celebrating for. These people, they will revenge. And whenever they revenge, Christians, Igbos in the north will suffer it. This is the pure truth that nobody will shy away from us. Now, for me, I am from advocate of the Donald Trump. Let's put everlasting solution to this. And it's also, all this is also vindicating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon what they stand for. That Nigeria is not working. That Nigeria is building criminals, terrorists, and all these, that they are the owners of all these men that are killing people. Mazi, have you ever think of who we are before 1914 amalgamation? What kind of life are we living before 1914? If you can go back to check this part of what I'm saying now, just it's in the Google, it's in everywhere. Just type, who are we before 1914 amalgamation? What kind of life are we living? And what kind of life this Fulani men or just type Sokoto Caliphate, what kind of life are they living? If you type this thing, you will know where the problem is. It's better we go back to the way we are before. Because where we are before, we are living a very distant life. We, the people from old Eastern region, we respect our borders, we respect each other culture, we maintain our territorial integrity in our own way without fighting with anybody until Britain comes in and destroy who we are and handed over Nigeria. Have you come about this document? The secret why Britain handed Nigeria over to Fulani Caliphate. Search it is online. Use this document I'm talking about. Secret document why British handed Nigeria over to Fulani Sokoto Caliphate for indirect rule. Type it, you will see. Then when you read it, you will say to Biafra for Nigeria, to Biafra for Britain, for coming in our life for the first time. My brother, the only way out is integration. And that is why I want to also let you think otherwise. Now, we have gone to the level where America started from. Remember July 4th, 1776, when America stood up, made declaration of their country, like what United States of Biafra has met on November 2029. This is how they started. What of Namibia? They all have all these problems. Namibia got their independence from South Africa. Today they are a country. Nothing is impossible in this world that we are living. But what we must know is this: there is a criteria, and we must have on that criteria. Between you and I, the only solution is Donald Trump help us to let us go back to our different ways. Have you think what it look like when Oduduwa person is protecting Oduduwa border? How do you think when old Eastern region people protect their own border? How do you do when a Northern and the Arewa protect their border? They will join hands to chase away Fulani the way Ghana people chase away these invaders. That is area we must do this time around. But if we are not, Donald Trump will come after his 8 years. He will left, of course he will left. Then the worst will happen. The worst will happen. For him to bomb is good, but it's not end of the road. It's the beginning of the pains of those living in Nigeria because they will hear this pain. Now, kidnapping will increase because they have bombed where they stored their things they used to bring. The kidnapping will increase. The killing will increase more and more because you know these people, they will revenge back. They don't forgive. They don't forget. It's only you and I forgive and forget. I am a proud United States of Biafra we are declared November 29, 2024. Under this of doing everything in America to make that Biafra becomes a country this time around. That is only savior we have. What Nnamdi Kanu'S said in court, I am agitating for Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu'S said, I am agitating for IPOB. He didn't say I am starting for any other. He said, it's my right to agitate for Biafra. That Biafra has been declared. The way this America today declared their own on July 4th, 1776. The way Namibia declared their own 1990. The way every other country in Africa today you are seeing declare their own. Do you know that in Africa, 8 countries or 12 was being declared by SI government? Thank you so much. I stop here. We must face the reality. The reality is the situation of Nigeria. I want to go back the way I am before 1914. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you, my brother. It is becoming popular opinion that Nigeria cannot continue like this as one. It is actually becoming a popular opinion. All right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your input. Okay, let us go to Mr. Erasmus. After that, before we go to Mr. Ogochuk, Mr. Erasmus, you can unmute yourself. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. It's still morning. It's 11:31 Nigerian time.
Yeah, good morning, Marcel. Merry Christmas to you.
I wish you the same, my brother.
Yeah.
Where are you joining us from?
From the US.
All right, sir. Mr. Erasmus, you know, we have discussed this thing countless times, and I told them that the US is going to come unannounced. And people think that this is all about coming to strike and moving away. What do you think that is ahead of this place we are?
Unfortunately, Marcel, my thinking is going to blow your mind. It's not. It may be completely different from what you are thinking.
We want to hear you.
I think this mission is already a compromised mission.
Okay.
So I'm not impressed with the attack or anything. It's already compromised ab initio. Before the attack, it already compromised because it was in collaboration with the NSA, Ribadu.
Okay.
So if American government is coordinating attack with the NSA that is busy secretly arming Fulani herdsmen. So it's already a compromised mission. And if you have seen some videos of where those attacks happen, I think you saw some places where they showed in Sokoto State, there was no casualty at all. Bombs were dropping. So yeah, I don't know if you are thinking far, like what I'm thinking. Like I saw some videos where villagers took some bombs, shells, and everything. And I saw a report on Gaja Abbey Punch. For that Sokoto, there was no casualty. So the question will be asking, who is giving them the locations? Is it the NSA that is giving them the locations? If the NSA is the one giving them the locations, which locations do you think they'll be giving them? Is it location that there were previous camp that the people have moved? You understand? The attack that I would have supported would have been an attack unanimously conducted by the American government, not attack conducted by American government in collaboration with NSA because it's compromised.
Yeah. The issue of this compromise. Yeah, that is what I was trying to explain from the beginning of this video. I make it clear that the Minister of Foreign Affairs posted a memo that they collaborated with the American government. That collaboration is what people face to understand. If you can recall, I made a video, in fact, a series of videos talking about the agreement the NSA had with the American government when he traveled there. I talked about that extensively. Now, in that agreement, it is not like the collaboration you are thinking like, where do we strike? We are going to strike tomorrow. No, that is not the kind of collaboration. That is why Tinubu is afraid to publish the agreement and what they discussed with America. The collaboration
I understand what you are saying, Marcel. I understand what you are saying, right? I was thinking that before.
Yeah, there are casualties yesterday, a lot.
Okay, I was thinking that before, but I will tell you where I'm going. Okay, I am not impressed, because the two things that even though you have casualty here, you have casualty here, that's not going to solve anything. Now, let me tell you where my issue is. I'm advising Southerners in the north, especially Igbos. This is not a panic. It's not panic this thing. I will advise them to be sending their loved ones home, back to the south, right now. They should start thinking of sending their loved ones home back to their homes. And the men should be ready to protect themselves when the need arises. The reason for this, go back and listen to interview of Gumi when Donald Trump threatened this attack. The first time he tweeted. Go and watch the interview of Gumi. Gumi specifically said that if Trump attacks, so that is when these people will turn their guns on the Christians. That all these complaints that you have been saying, they are not actually turning their guns on the Christians, that it is then that they will turn their guns on the Christians, and we know who is controlling these people.
Very good. This is where I was going to, there are some things I never wanted to say in this public space. But you see, people now know the beginning of the game, but nobody knows what is next.
Yes, that's where it's going.
Before America struck, they already knows where the end will be next year.
But
So
the people don't know now. The people,
the people don't need to know.
No, see, let me tell you, Marcel, don't be deceived. We are talking of, see, this is not like, we are not talking about, it's something maybe you don't understand here. We are not talking about terrorists coming out to attack people. Remember, we once had a discussion when I told you and we all agreed that 90% of the people from this northwest and northeast, right?
Yeah.
They want Sharia.
Of course.
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.